Hi, I'm Greg. I'm a co-founder of the award-winning arts and producing company Nimblefish, and I'm a creative writer and a producer.
Hi, I'm Sam, and I am co-director of Nimblefish, and I'm a drama practitioner as well. And today we're working with a new direction to bring you creative well-being at home, which uses different art forms to explore how we can find balance and space and time at this unpredictable time, and how we hope that will help support both personal and professional development.
So all of these activities in the Creative Wellbeing at Home series have been used loads of times with teachers, with creative professionals, and with young people of all ages.
And this activity, like all of Creative Wellbeing from Home activities, works best if you can find a quiet space in your home, if that's possible.
So we'd invite you to use and adapt any of the activities in this series for use in your setting, with your family, with friends, with colleagues, or wherever you feel you need to recharge and reconnect with your sense of purpose, well-being, and creativity. Right, so in this session, we are going to work with drawing, writing, and making. And like most activities in this series, you can do this on your own or with colleagues, family, or students.
And this activity draws on practice from the art therapy world, but you don't need any experience in arts or craft to be able to do this. You will need some materials. So you'll need a big piece of paper, maybe flipchart, or you could just tape pieces of A4 paper together. 6 smaller pieces of paper, A4 will be fine. Some scissors, something to stick things with, glue or sellotape, and some coloured pens or crayons, and any other arts or craft materials that you have lying around.
So starting with your blank sheets of paper, the smaller pieces of paper, on each sheet, we'd like you to think about something that's challenging you right now. It could be a challenge in your work life or at home or with friends or just about routines or the situation that we're all in. So when you come up with these challenges, write them down on separate pieces of paper. We'd like you to have at least 3 of these. So if you have 3 of these, 3 separate pieces of paper. If you want to write down more challenges, by all means do so. Please use a different separate piece of paper each time.
And around these challenges, draw clouds. So you can be as playful or creative as you like, or it could be super simple. They can be big clouds or small clouds, different shapes. And we have an example of what we are talking about here to have a look at. So there you can see, put the challenges around and made a little cloud and cut them out. And we would like to ask you to do the same. So we're going to give you a little pause so that you have time to do that.
So hit the pause bar, create your clouds, and when you're done, come back and we will take it to the next step. So hopefully you've thought about some challenges and written them down and created clouds around them and cut out the clouds. Set your clouds aside for now. Take some more of your blank paper, and on each piece of paper, we'd like you to first think about and then write down something that makes you happy, or something that you're grateful for, or something that you're looking forward to. And again, this can come from absolutely any area of your life. Again, write down at least 3 of these, 1 on each sheet of paper. If you have many things you're happy and grateful for and looking forward to, which we hope you do, write them on separate pieces of paper.
And then once you've done that, draw suns around them, sunshine around them, however you choose to do that. And again, be as creative and playful or as simple as you like. Think about the scale, the size, and just have a bit of fun with it, a bit of artsy, crafty fun if you enjoy doing things like that. And we have some examples that we did earlier to share with you. So there you go. So the thing is, you don't have to be an expert in art to do this. It can be as symbolic and rough and ready as you like. So we're going to give you a little bit of time to do that. So hit the pause button and we'll see you in a minute.
So you've got your suns and you've got your clouds. And what we'd like you to do now is to turn to your big sheet of paper, the flip chart paper or the sheets of A4 that you might have taped together. So we'd like you to imagine that this is the sky of your life right now. So right now it's, as you see it, it's blank and it's featureless, but we're going to give it some life. So first, we'd like you to think about where you would place your clouds in this sky. Don't stick them down just yet. Just kind of think about where they might go.
And then think about where you would position your suns and how the rays of the sunshine might cut through the clouds or illuminate the clouds. And then place your suns where you would like to on your big piece of paper. And we have an example that Greg did earlier to show you what we're talking about.
So we took some time to think about where everything would go. So you'll see the sun, you'll see the suns, you'll see the clouds. And in some cases, we've had rays coming from the suns to the clouds. And what those rays represent are ideas, really. So I really miss seeing my friends, but I have a small garden to breathe in, so I'm fortunate in that sense. Could I throw a virtual garden party for my friends? So that is an idea that came up in this context as a way of kind of cutting through a challenge with some of the positive energy from the suns. At the bottom, I've just drawn in some blue ocean waves, so it gives me a sense of the seaside. And you could add collage images to this. You could make it as bright and beautiful as you want to. This should be something that's useful and that's beautiful for you. So what we're going to do now is we're going to give you, again, a chance to pause and a chance to kind of create your own sky with the sun and the clouds. So take as much time as you need with this. If it take an hour or 2 hours, however you want to, but hit the pause button. And when you've created your sky, come back and we'll finish up.
Okay, so hopefully by now you have created a beautiful collage with sun and skies and rays of light. And it's only a pity that we can't see them. But what we'd like you to do now is just take some time to have a look at what you've created and just take a moment to reflect on what you've done and what you notice. So is there anything that you can see in the image or the picture that you've created that tells you a little bit about where you are right now, or reveals something new, or indicates what you might need to ask for next, or what you should be doing more of or could be doing less of? So just take some time to use this image as a reflection tool. And this might take 3 minutes, it could be half an hour. We've created a series of reflection questions to support you with.
So the last thing we would suggest, if you'd like to do it, is to think about where you'd like to place your sky. So it might be in your office, it might be in a reception room, it might be in a classroom if you're a teacher. So some place where you might need a little reminder that whatever challenges you're facing right now, there's positive energy and positive options and opportunities to cut through it. So, and there are things to be grateful for, and there are things to look forward to.
We hope you've enjoyed this workshop and Creative Wellbeing at Home. And it's given you a little bit of time and space and some meaningful support for your well-being and creativity.
So thanks for joining us, and we wish you health, happiness, and many creative journeys ahead.